your girl Safana. Welcome to my live, everybody. Yeah, so today I just want to um I'm just chatting. If you have any questions, you can drop your questions on the live stream, and you can drop your questions on the live stream if you have any questions. And yeah, and I also want to do a book review, guys. Yep. Whew. Welcome to my live chat. Welcome to my live, everyone. Yeah. So, I want to talk about this book, right? Take note. Look at it. Take note. Real life lesson from Tony Tone. Yeah, I just want to talk about what I've actually learned from this book so far. Yeah. So, first thing I'll say is that she said it's okay to take calculated risk. And yeah, it's okay to take calculated risks. I even highlighted it here. You can see, I don't know if you can see, it's okay to take calculated risk. I love this note. I love this book so much. And secondly, I know I've always been saying this, that life is not a competition of timeline, right? I've always said this, life is not a competition of timeline. And she said it here that you can't cheat yourself out of your timeline. You can't cheat yourself out of your timeline. Yeah. So, and I also want to tell you that others' opinion of you don't matter. What matters is what you think of yourself. What people think about you. Others' opinion don't matter. What matters is your opinion about yourself. Don't give a shit about what anyone says. Just do what makes you happy. And for those that are joining, welcome to my life. It's Safana. Yes, so I highly recommend this book. I highly recommend this book. So yeah. She's my favorite author. Tony Tone is my favorite author because her book is very easy to understand and comprehend. Very easy. So the first thing I want to talk about this book, I want to talk about is reinvent yourself as many times as you like. You see, when you are still trying to determine who you are, you might present a version of yourself that don't truly reflect you. It's all part of figuring you out. Even when you have figured you out, some version of you will still be seasonal. Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself or simply change your mind. So I'll tell you one thing from this chapter. What I learned from this chapter is, you can start life as many times as you want. Reinvent yourself as many times as you want. You know, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Okay, at Katrina, what did you say? Do you know Stray Kids? No, I don't know what is that. What is that? I don't know. I don't have idea. Do you know? I don't have idea. Yeah, so Yeah. So secondly, I just want to talk about, so the second thing I want to say is a stranger's opinion shouldn't matter more than yours. A stranger's opinion shouldn't matter more than yours. Yes, you can care about what people think of you, is normal. Just make sure your opinion of yourself hold most weight. I talked about it the other time. I said that, you know, others' opinion, you shouldn't care about other people's opinion about your life. You know, you can care about what people say, yes, but don't allow it to affect you. Don't allow it to affect you. For those joining my life, my name is Safana, and this is my channel, Safana Soul Space. And welcome to the live. And please, you can double tap on the screen to support me. And if you have any questions, please, you can feel free to drop the question in the chat and I'll answer. Yes. So the third thing I want to talk about is, we can end up living a life that is controlled purely by how people view us, instead of guided by what we want to get out of our own life. Have you ever pursued something, or maybe even someone, purely because you are trying to impress others, not because you genuinely want it? At the end of the day, even if you succeed in this kind of pursuit, you never actually feel truly fulfilled and happy. The recognition and accolade you receive from others may satisfy you in the short term, but if that's not what you truly want for your life, you will feel like you sacrifice a part of your life for acceptance. So, what I'm trying to say is, do not succumb to peer pressure. Don't do something because other people are doing it. Don't do something because other people are doing it. Don't follow. Oh yeah, I think that's the only way I can say it. Do what make you happy. Do what you love to do. Don't succumb to peer pressure. So so I just want to also say that overthinking is the enemy of happiness. So overthinking often does more harm than good. It exaggerates problems, it fabric it fabricates dilemmas, it encourages doubt, it feeds anxiety, it caters to pessimism. When you catch yourself overthinking, tell yourself you deserve to be happy and focus on something that facilitates this. So I can just tell you that, stop overthinking whatever you cannot control. Stop overthinking what you can't control, because overthinking will steal your joy, overthinking will steal your peace. Do what makes you happy. So I'll always say, like, if there is a problem and you're overthinking, the thing you should do is, you should start thinking about problems, like focus on solutions. Yes, focus on solution and not the problem. Create new habits that will distract your mind from thinking, you know and keep tracks of the good things. Encouraging yourself to review the positive is another way to help yourself as an overthinker. Keep list of the good things. Save photos linked to great memories. Store record of great experiences. When you find yourself overthinking about something small, reviewing this list of memories can help shift your mood. So Create new habits that will distract you from thinking. Be honest and transparent with yourself. Hello, I'm watching you in South Africa. No, I'm not in South Africa. I'm in Nigeria, Lagos to be precise. Yeah. So if I just join in, I'm just highlighting the lessons the lessons from this book. Take note, real life lessons from Tony Tone. And please double tap on the screen to like the live. Thank you. So the next thing I want to say is be intentional about yourself. See what you mean. Be patient. Be patient. Whatever you are pursuing in life, just be patient with yourself. Don't be frustrated, you know. And I'll also say something. How you speak to yourself and about yourself has a direct impact on your life. So there is one opinion you hear more than any other, and that is your opinion of yourself. You cannot escape your thoughts or that voice in your head. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to make that voice a kind one. You need to talk to yourself with compassion, you know. Give yourself grace. If you're making, I think I always say I'm happy whenever I make mistakes. I'm happy because I'm learning. Mistakes makes me learn. If I fail, I'll try again. Yeah, if I fall 10 times, I'll keep getting back up. I'm not scared to fail. you know So, I'll tell you this, so please listen. Negative self talk is limiting. It doesn't encourage us to keep going in order to deliver better results. Instead, it encourages us to give up completely. Negative self talk is unforgiving. It leaves little to no room for mistakes. So, it focuses on weakness and inabilities. So, that is why I always think about positive things. I'm always positive. Like, yes, I don't know what the situations may be. I don't know. But you see, I'm always positive. I don't talk down on myself. I give myself grace. If I make mistake, I learn from my mistakes. So that is why I'm telling you to talk to yourself. What Give yourself grace in everything that you are doing. So the next thing that I want to do, there's this thing that I hardly do, right? There is this thing that I hardly do, and she said, "Look at it." She said, "This is it." I don't know if you can see it. She said, "Ask for help when you need it." One thing I don't know how to do is asking for help, but I'm learning it though. I'm learning it. I don't know how to ask for help from people, you know. But it's good to ask for help. When you need help, ask for help, because you don't know. Because one thing I always do, I'll be like, oh, this person is supposed to know that I need this. I don't know what that individual is thinking. I don't know their thoughts. They might not even know what my needs are. So it's good to ask for help. So let me read this to your hearing. Some people aren't good at asking for help because they are so used to being the helper. Throughout their life, they've experienced an unbalanced give and take. Unbalanced give and take. So their instinct is usually, I'll figure it out on my own. Self-reliance is all they've ever known. Yes, self-reliance is all they've ever known. So is not good. It's not good. So I'm trying to read something for you guys. So yes, so please listen to this, right? Requesting requesting help or support during challenging times is absolutely normal. It's normal to ask for help. It's absolutely normal and does not make you weak. Also, communicate using method that make you feel comfortable. For example, it's much easier for me to ask for help over the phone than in person for you. You know, there are some people that can't ask for help in person, like me now. It's very, I can, if I see you in person, I might not be able to ask you for help, but on phone I can ask you for help. You understand? And consider the kind of support you need. Your relationship with other people, with other person, and their weakness, strength, that should help you determine who to go to. Lastly, be mindful of the language you use. One thing I dislike when people ask me for help is if they do so with entitlement. I hate entitlement. Yeah, I hate entitlement. mm, oh god, I've forgotten where I've forgotten where I'm reading. Okay. If be mindful of the language, if they do so, yes, like, okay, no please, no thank you, no checking if I'm available to support. And if you are also asking for help, the person you are asking for help, you have to know if they are available to support you. You understand? Just an expectation that I will deliver. So if you're asking for somebody for help, you should know it's two ways. The person might help you, the person might not. And even if the person doesn't help you, you should understand that maybe the person does not have at that moment. And stop feeling like, oh, maybe the person have and the person doesn't want to help you. We have to give room to understand people and understanding their situations too. So generally, the worst that can happen when we ask for support is that we are not giving, which I said it. When you are asking for support, is of two ways. You will either get it, you might not, which is absolutely normal. It's absolutely normal. Can you say my name? Oh, can you say my name? Um, I can't pronounce your name. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but let me try. But please don't laugh. Halgad, Halgad, Haka, Tag. I know it's too long. I can't pronounce the name. So let's continue. Your twenties are your twenties are your first decade of adulthood. Let me read it. So look at it. I don't know if you can see it. Your twenties are your first decade of adulthood. So, the moment a person reaches their 20s, society puts so much pressure on them to have everything in order, while forgetting that they have never adulted before. Your 20s provide a unique. Please, I'm on live. Nyla, please, please. She's crying, but I don't want her to distract me. Sorry, sorry. So, as I was saying, let me take it again. Your 20s are your first decade of adulthood. The moment a person reaches their 20s, society puts so much pressure on them to have everything in order, while forgetting that they have never adulted before. Your 20s provide a unique opportunity to learn, relearn, grow, adapt, develop, and change. You are not meant to have everything figured out. You are meant to discover what being an adult means. Like, yes, I'm still in my 20s, but sometimes I feel this pressure. I used to feel this pressure that, oh, I want to figure out everything I want. I want to be rich. I want to do this. I want to, but it's one step at a time. Hi sis, you look like me. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the compliment. I would love to see you. I would love to know you. But it's just that, okay, Robbie Hamba. Thank you for joining my live. Please double tap on the screen. So as I was saying, you don't have to stop pressuring yourself that, oh, in your 20s you have to figure everything. You have to figure your life out. No. Take it one step at a time. See, I used to like last year. I'll be like, I was thinking about the pressure I put on myself last year was so much. Like, was so much. Next thing, I'm like, what should I do now? I want to make money. I want to do this. I want to start a business. I want to. No, the pressure was just too much. Putting unnecessary pressure on myself. It sucks. It sucks. We are just supposed to. It really sucks for real. It sucks. So 20s, you when you're in your 20s is not all growing up. Oh. You're just discovering yourself. Let me read this to your hearing so that you can understand what I'm saying, right? When I was a child, I remember thinking 20 something was so grown up. In my mind, being in your 20s was the pinnacle of adulthood, and anything after that was pretty much elderly. After all, my favorite celebrities as a child were in their 20s. So that had to be your prime, right? When I was 18, I was so sure that by the age of 25, I would have a house, a husband, a dog, and a million sitting in my bank account. So did you understand what I'm saying? So she's reflecting back on her own life, how she thought 20s were going to be, that she will have everything figured out. So I'm telling you guys now that you don't have everything figured out in your 20s. You don't. You don't have everything figured out in your 20s. So now let me read this to your hearing, right? It eventually hits me. My 20s weren't about being financially free, getting married, comparing myself to my peers, or feeling as if I should have all the wisdom in the world. They were about enjoying my first adult decade and not being hard on myself while I discovered who I was. My childhood 20s to-do list wasn't achieved, and I still don't have some of those things, but looking back, I am not mad at it. You know. Yeah. So if you are 20 somethings and you are watching this live, if you are 20 something and you're watching this live, please know this. Don't be so hard on yourself. Success and love can come at any time. Your 20s are your first decade of adulthood. So experience new things, explore the world, grow, learn. Stop putting a deadline on your timeline.